Manchester United are going to be rebuilding their midfield this season. The question is, who are they going to bring into to make the team move into a next stratosphere? We understand what Michael Carrick has been able to do with Casemiro, Kobe Mainoo, and Bruno Fernandes. The question is, what are we going to do in terms of replacing the likes of maybe Bruno Fernandes, the likes of Casemiro, the likes of Ugarte, because Ugarte's future at Manchester United is not certain. But the key part is that we are losing two midfielders in the midfield depth, and how can Manchester United bring in a new set of players that will be able to move us forward? Now, one thing we already know is that Manchester United are looking at Elliot Anderson, are looking at Carlos Baleba. We are also having the idea of Adam Wharton. We have heard news about a kid from Stuttgart, if I'm not mistaken. What's his name again? You guys will remind me in the comments. But we have heard so many rumors about this situation. But Manchester United, looking back at the success they had in the summer transfer window, they want to replicate it. And right now is the time to replicate it. We all know what is happening at Newcastle. Newcastle are literally falling down the pecking order as if they have no business in the Premier League. As if they weren't touted to be higher than Manchester United in the Premier League this season. Right now, Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken, are 12th place in the league, and they have literally lost against Aston Villa, they lost against Liverpool, and they lost this week against Brentford. It is literally downhill from here. They are not going to get Champions League. They are not going to get any Europa League, nor Conference League. The truth about it is that they are in absolute dire need for an injection of money and an injection of players. They are going to be selling players this summer. I believe it wholeheartedly. And that is why the news of Manchester United watching Sandro Tonali absolutely fills me with joy, because we can capitalize on this. We know Sandro Tonali is a talent. He was meant to be the future of AC Milan at one point. AC Milan went through what they went through. Newcastle capitalized on that, buying him for around £50 million to go to Newcastle. Now Sandro Tonali is in the same situation again, and Manchester United can capitalize. So this is the reason why Manchester United are watching Sandro Tonali, the opportunity play that we have to absolutely capitalize on. Now let's go into this. Everyone knows who Sandro Tonali is. That's not the question. The real question is, why is Manchester United watching him now, not 2 years ago, not at Milan, and not at his Newcastle peak hype? Why now? It is because this isn't a superstar chase in my mind. This is an opportunity play. It's a play that we know what he brings to the team. We know he's Premier League proven. We know that he can do it in the Premier League. And based on our success rate from last season with Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, we want to repeat that success. We have found something that works, and that's what we are trying to do. United are not buying via form anymore. That's the reason why we are still looking at the likes of Carlos Baleba. Manchester United's biggest midfield issue right now is not goals. It isn't assist. It literally is the control of the game, the structural control. United lose games so many times this season in the same way every time. The midfield gets stretched, transitions are uncontrolled, defensive line gets exposed, too much football played behind the ball. Tonali fits a very specific need for Manchester United. He can definitely be a tempo regulator. He's a defensive stabilizer. He's a transitional plug. He stops it. He knows how to defend front foot and back foot during transitions. Positionally disciplined midfielder. He is truly a jack of all trades, and it's so good to see that we are in for this kind of player. United are not chasing the highlights. I repeat, we are not looking for the biggest of names. We are not looking for the big splash in the summer. We are looking for somebody that fits what we need to do and where we need to do it. They are chasing presence that allows others to do what they need to do. That right there is the first clue. It is truly the first clue of what we are looking for in the summer transfer window. Now, this is the uncomfortable truth about this situation. If Tonali ever gets banned, Manchester United never get a look in. You understand? If he never got banned, we probably never get a look in like this. But the truth about it is that this ban that he went through, 10 games where he missed, and how the whole situations have turned with Newcastle, it creates a doubt in Manchester United minds. It creates performance hesitation, market hesitation. All these things are true hesitation, but I truly believe that this is an opportunity for us to capitalize on this and capitalize on this perfectly. Yes, Newcastle extended his deal to 2029, we know that. And yes, they will ask for £100 million, but we are not going to give them £100 million. But this is where the crack on the wall is. They are 12th place. They have FFP pressure. The squad turnover is coming. They need liquidity without selling the project. It is absolutely something that they need to do. We know FFP, the pressure is coming down their throat. The squad is too old, or the squad is not doing what they are meant to do. You see, Bruno Guimaraes understanding that this project that they sold them is not coming to fruition. And they have gotten to a point in their career where they need to be going upwards and winning trophies and winning titles. And Manchester United, even though we are not in a position to give them that in assurance, we are going upwards. And that right there is the way that we can tempt the likes of Tonali to come to Manchester United. Now, Tonali is, of course, high value, replaceable structurally, non-academy, and emotionally easier to move than others. You understand? United see a club that doesn't want to sell, but might sell at the right price. The leverage is, even if Newcastle won't admit it, there is the leverage in that position. Now, let's get a little bit tactical about some situation and how things would go with Tonali. Bruno to play higher without chaos, because knowing that you have Sandro Tonali behind you makes you calmer. Of course, we know Casemiro might be going out, but the beautiful thing about this situation is that Sandro Tonali with someone else, like with Kobe Mainoo, would absolutely be able to control this. Sandro Tonali is, in my mind, a defensive midfielder that can also turn into a number 8, box-to-box kind of midfielder. He would truly be revolutionary in this Manchester United in midfield. And that's the best part about it. And the funny thing about this situation is that just the fact that Manchester United are creating a pot of really good midfielder that they want to go get, that is giving me a lot more pride. It's giving me a lot more understanding. We have had Elliot Anderson, and we know that we might not win the race for Elliot Anderson because Manchester City are in the race. We have had Carlos Baleba. We have had Adam Wharton. We know Liverpool is in the race for Adam Wharton, so we might not get that. We have heard a guy from Stuttgart. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now, but we have heard him. We have heard Sandro Tonali now. We have heard the likes of Anthony Gordon for the left winger position. The good thing about what we have said, we have also heard Sanderberg. We have heard Guy Scott from Bournemouth. We are getting a lot of names right now in the short list for the purpose of, if we do not get this person, we can go for this person and we can try and get that person. The idea is that we are going to make sure that we can absolutely cover our bases, where in the summer we get what we want, we get the right players in, and we absolutely push for competing in the Premier League and competing for every competition that we are in next summer. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment. Make sure you guys let me know if Sandro Tonali is somebody that you would want to bring to Manchester United. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.